Well, back in March, internal government email showed the Obama administration was trying to make the sequester as painful as possible. And guess what? That's what they're doing now. Why? Because the president sold it all as a disaster, and if it wasn't, it would undermine his bargaining position with Congress. And here he goes again. First, let's take a look at this video of the National Park Service's blockade of the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C. That's right. They erected a fence to keep veterans out. But for the past 2 days, those vets, part of the greatest generation, showed why they are called such. They went right through the barricades. The White House finally relented late today, announcing veterans would be allowed to enter the memorial created to honor them. There's just one conclusion as to why they did block the wide open space in the first place. The administration wanted to. And then there's the very troubling question of why the Obama administration furloughed some 400,000 Defense Department civilians, and they're keeping them on furlough. House Armed Services Chairman Buck McKeon wrote a letter to Defense Secretary Hagel yesterday and urged him to bring back those furloughed civilians. Why? Well, as the congressman pointed out, President Obama himself signed a law late Monday that authorized paychecks for all of those folks and service members. Those furloughs are all on the White House, folks, all of them. And Secretary Hagel has refused to act and will only comment to say he's looking into it. You cannot make this up. And believe it or not, a senior defense official tells Fox News there's no way to actually respond to the chairman's letter because most of the staff who draft congressional correspondence are furloughed. Excuse me? Like I say, you can't make it up. Does it occur to anyone over at the Pentagon all they have to do is just pick up a phone? They don't need a staffer to write a letter for them, for crying out loud. And then there's the government website blackout. Nearly 20 statistical websites are out of commission, closed, shut down. Sites like the Census.gov, the Bureau of Economic Analysis, the Institute for Education Sciences, the Library of Congress. Now, we understand why you wouldn't update them, maybe put up a little sign that says these are not updated. But this is, after all, a virtual digital world. Those websites are intact and fully functional. Why has the government blocked them altogether? Again, because the administration wants to. The White House appears intent on being as disruptive in its management of this shutdown as possible. And no one should make any mistake about it. That's what they're doing. Will they gain political advantage as a result? Maybe. Our guess is it will be precisely, however, the opposite. Up next, House Republicans still trying to open government. The White House and Senate Democrats say, not your way. That's how we got here. Your way, my way, their way. They haven't gotten to the their way. The A-team on who this shutdown really belongs to. Michael Goodwin, Judy Miller, Robert Zimmerman. Join us here next.